And President Trump continues to put pressure on the Federal Reserve to cut interest rates when it meets next at the end of the month. The president specifically going after Fed Chair Powell, who he originally appointed to the job in his first term, calling him too late Powell. Powell now responding to the criticism. National correspondent Atra Al-Nashar reports from Washington.
At this pivotal moment for President Trump's economic agenda, with the tax and spending package in flux in Congress,
the amendment is agreed to,
and trade deal deadlines days away, he's doubling down on his criticism of Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell.
The president sent this note to the Fed chair. It says, "Jerome, you are as usual too late. You have cost the USA a fortune and continue to do so. You should lower the rate by a lot. Hundreds of billions of dollars are being lost, and there is no inflation."
Congress assigns the Federal Reserve two mandates: maximum employment and price stability. Interest rates are one of the few tools they have to get it done. The unemployment rate is historically low at 4.2%, and the Fed's North Star for measuring inflation is just above their 2% target. Powell making news Tuesday when asked about the impact of the president's tariff policies.
In effect, we went on hold when we saw the size of the tariffs and essentially all inflation forecasts for the United States went up materially as a consequence of the tariffs.
The president claims he's proven those forecasts wrong, but also says this about his tariffs, the bulk of which are temporarily reduced to 10% until July 9th.
They haven't even kicked in yet.
The president's ire has been directed at Powell, but he does not get to make unilateral decisions about interest rates. Whether rates go up, down, or stay the same is decided by 12 voting members of the Federal Open Market Committee, or FOMC, that meets 8 times a year. Powell's term as chair ends next May. His potential replacement, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, weighing in.
They made a lot of mistakes in 2022 by waiting too long to hike, and maybe they're doing the mirror image of that by waiting too long to cut.
Powell said the majority of the FOMC believes it will be appropriate to cut rates later this year. And when asked about the president's personal attacks, Powell said he's just focused on doing his job. In Washington, I'm Atra Al-Nashar.